Well, today the Supreme Court will be hearing a plea of Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal challenging his arrest by the Enforcement Directorate and the remand in connection with the Delhi excise policy case. A bench of Justices Sanjeev Khanna and Dipankar Datta will be hearing the matter. Arvind Kejriwal had moved the top court challenging a Delhi High Court judgment that dismissed his plea on the 9th of April and rejected his argument of political vendetta amid the upcoming Lok Sabha election. According to the Delhi High Court, the probe agency had sufficient material to justify the arrest, adding that it was an inevitable consequence of his non-cooperation with the Enforcement Directorate. Notably, the probe agency had summoned Arvind Kejriwal 9 times in the case, but he did not depose before it. Now, we have Tetri and our legal editor Harish joining us in the broadcast. Let me first go across to Harish. In fact, Arvind Kejriwal wanted an urgent hearing in the top court. That did not happen, and today the court is set to take up the matter.
Yes, so good morning, Swati. A D-day for Arvind Kejriwal as after refusing him, after failing to secure relief from the lower court, Delhi High Court. Now today the Supreme Court will be hearing his appeal challenging his arrest and subsequent remand, as you rightly said. Remember, he has been in jail for overall in custody for nearly 25 days, including ED custody plus judicial custody in Tihar jail. So today's hearing is very important for him. Remember, as you rightly said, in the High Court, he had said that, in fact, the High Court had clearly told him that he cannot blame the ED for choosing the timing of the arrest, because for the 9 months, in fact, for 6 months, he has not cooperated in the 9 summons he had got, and also rejected his plea, calling it, which had called it political vendetta, in fact, vengeance, and said that this cannot be cited once he has not cooperated with the probe. And if he had cooperated in the first summon itself, it would not have been just before the election. Remember, Kejriwal is, in fact, centering his arguments on the statement given by the 3 approvers, like, in fact, Raghav, and Reddy, Siddha. In fact, three. He says that these statement given by these 3 approvers are in fact
Harish,
subsequent.
I'll have to interrupt you because we have some breaking inputs coming in ahead of the matter being taken up in the Supreme Court, ahead of Kejriwal's plea in the top court. Bhagwant Mann to meet Arvind Kejriwal. Tetri is getting us inputs on that. Punjab Chief Minister to meet Arvind Kejriwal ahead of the matter being taken up in the Supreme Court. Tetri?
Yes, Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann is all set to meet Chief Minister of Delhi in Tihar jail approximately at 12 afternoon today. Remember that on Friday there was a meeting that was held between the officials of Delhi Police and Punjab Police regarding the security concerns, and then later the conclusion was drawn out that on Monday this particular meeting will be taking place. There is a probability that senior leader of Aam Aadmi Party, Sanjay Singh, who has just been released on bail few weeks back, he will also be accompanying Punjab CM Bhagwant Mann. Remember that prior to this there was a press conference that was held by Sanjay Singh where he alleged that Delhi Chief Minister, who has been not just once but 3 times Chief Minister of Delhi, he is being humiliated in the jail and is being not allowed to meet his wife, his children, and that is why he is being allowed to have a Jangla meeting, is what the AAP leader had claimed in his press conference. But today the AAP leaders have got the permission to meet Arvind Kejriwal. This meeting is certainly a very important meeting because of 2 main reasons. Yes, today is the D-day for Arvind Kejriwal in the Supreme Court, number 1. And number 2, Lok Sabha elections, the first phase will be starting from 19th of April. Aam Aadmi Party is, raising this issue of alleged Delhi liquor policy wherever they are campaigning. But today we'll have to see that what this meeting, what are the details of the meeting and what message that Arvind Kejriwal gives to Bhagwant Mann.
Right, Tetri, stay on with us. Let me go across to Harish once again. Harish, let's also talk about the observations of the High Court, because the High Court had set aside, or rather dismissed, petition of Arvind Kejriwal in which he challenged the arrest and the remand, calling it illegal, also levelling allegations that all of this was being done to stop him from engaging in the electoral process, stop him from campaigning ahead of Lok Sabha polls. He was in fact reminded to keep politics out of court.
Yes, in fact, Swati, the High Court clearly told Kejriwal that this case is between ED and Kejriwal. It's not between government and Kejriwal, and he should not be citing political vendetta and political vengeance, especially as he had not cooperated with 9 summons he had got in the last 6 months. And in that case, it would not have been just before the elections. And as rightly said, he has said that this arrest is nothing but an attempt to malign him, defame him ahead of the elections, and also disable him from political campaigning. In fact, the High Court had also said that prima facie there is strong evidence against Kejriwal. Number one, there is a money trail, and he has been accused of formulating the policy, controversial policy, taking kickbacks, and also using the proceeds of crime for the Goa election. But Kejriwal said that the entire case, entire arrest is based on subsequent contradictory and very belated statements of 3 approvers which should not have been believed, and also these statements were available with the investigating agency for the past 9 months, and questions why he has been arrested right now. He also will argue through his senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi that it is this arrest is against Supreme Court judgment.
While we discuss Arvind Kejriwal's plea being taken up in the Supreme Court, we have some breaking inputs coming in.